guys, how are you doing? We have brought our both cars TTRS and R8, and it's time to do the video about the sound, or at least the first video of the sound. We have decided to put both cars in our video, as you likely know that this is a model year 2020 TTRS with the OPF, and that's a model year 2020 R8 with the OPF. And probably the debate about the OPF is not that easy, because many people are saying the sound has changed because of the OPF. That is only partially true, because mainly it has changed because of the new regulations from a maximum decibel perspective. So that means once you have an exhaust system in the back, which of course has electronic valves which are being controlled somewhere here, so it changes the sound of the exhaust with both cars. That means that the opening and closing of those valves is different, of course, in model year 2020 than, for example, compared to 17 or 18. And that means that below 40 kilometers per hour they are open partially for at least a few seconds, and then you have to go above 5,000 RPMs or even above 80 or 90 kilometers per hour to make them open. That is very similar with the TTRS, and that is probably the main effect why the cars in everyday conditions like in the city don't sound as loud as they used to sound. But we will now do a video, put both cars up here, drive a bit around the countryside through the forest, and you will hear how good actually TTRS and R8 still sound even in model year 2020 as soon as you have the right ref range. So let's begin with the startup of the TTRS. Here that the sound is quite decent. There's no, let's say, very high ref limiter at standstill like we will just see in the R8 in just a minute. But of course those pops and bangs that we heard from the 16 and 17 model years are a bit gone. But of course still 5-cylinder sound, quite decent and quite loud actually. So let's now continue with the R8 startup and ref shots. It's a very, very deep sound. You might not hear it on the mic to being louder as of the TTRS, which is a bit more melodic, but that is actually very, very loud, very deep, and it goes through your body. Amazing. You already heard the TTRS from quite some distance away. Very, very cool. Did not expect that. Anxious to hear how the R8 will sound in a similar manner.